Hello there. My name is Andrew Cohen. I am very excited to show a project that I've been working on for the past 2 years. I haven't shown many people, just close friends and family, and I'm really looking forward to getting feedback from people that don't know me and don't want to just be nice to me. So right now it's codenamed Alpine Lake. It is a life sim that the main purpose of the game is to run, own, and operate an inn or a bed and breakfast. It's pretty customizable. I'm trying to make it so that it's whatever you want it to be. And yeah, I'll just jump right in it. I'm going to try not to speak too much, but since it's still heavily a work in progress, I might chime in here and there explaining what's missing or explaining a bug if it shows up, and maybe explaining some of the debug stuff I have going on. All right. So like most games, you get to name a character and your location you're in. So also pretty standard, you start out with a massive property that is pretty empty, except for some debris that you have to clear up with these tools. I have them scattered around here along with some food for debug purposes. Right now I just need the axe and a pickaxe. I'm going to grab this sword here. It's going to help me clear the land a little faster. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in the game. It is pretty satisfying, but I don't know if it fits the vibe I'm going for. While I'm doing this, I should say that most of the art assets are temporary, grabbed from an asset store. I have worked on a few custom pieces, but a lot of what you're going to see is temporary. All right, now I got a big chunk of empty space. I'm gonna skip all of the intro quest stuff. Basically, your mailbox immediately has a letter that kicks you off with the first quest to send you on some errands. But I'm gonna skip all that for now and just get right into building an inn. All of the crafting recipes are unlocked to begin with for me, but eventually I'll work out a nice strip of progression to help you feel like you're doing a good job and discovering things in a satisfying way. So the first thing you need to build an inn is obviously a building. There's only a few items that are actually required, like foundation, walls, and doors, but I'm gonna grab some decorative elements as well because I'd like to make give the player the opportunity to make it look pretty, and also reward the player for that. So let's see, I just need some stairs, and I am good for now. I should mention that I'm trying to design the game to be keyboard and mouse, or actually just keyboard. I'm trying to not use the mouse, so it's very easy to be controller friendly. Everything right now works with standard controller and keyboard. So let me move the mouse off to the side so it's not annoying. All right, so I have a simple layout here. I'm going to quickly finish off the top floor, and then I'll start decorating and getting some customers here. I'm going to leave this area kind of outside so I can have a nice patio for people to eat at. And this interior area is going to be a common room where I'll put some activities for guests to do. And the bedrooms will be down here. So let me just grab the only thing required right now for a room to exist, which is a bed. Okay, and last but not least, the roof. Gotta add a roof. I think I've rebuilt the way roofs work 3 times now, and I finally have a system that I like. So I'm gonna add some windows finally to finish off the design. And icing on the cake is some outdoor lighting, because it's a little dark. All right, there we go. I like the way that looks, and so now that I have my layout, I'm going to start defining what my guest rooms are. So in my in-management mode, I have some room types here I can assign. I'm just going to go ahead and make all these guest rooms. And looks like it's the end of the day, so I get a little summary. And so now that my layout is finished, I have my rooms defined. The last thing I need to do for customers to start showing up is to basically open the inn. And to open the inn, you need a sign. Put that right in the entrance, and then you can interact with it, and now the inn is open. So they have nowhere to check in right now, so I need to build a welcome desk so guests know where they can check in. And it looks like I didn't build the welcome desk in time. He's leaving, so but this guy saw that I put the welcome desk down, so he's gonna come and hang out. So this is John, looking to stay for 4 nights. You can see when I hover over the rooms that they all have a price, a size, and a list of the decorations in them, and that's how prices are figured out. And also on the right, ignore the icons, but it shows you what their favorite activities are and what their preferences are in terms of different stats. So if I have a room that's very comfortable, and it looks like Mary would enjoy that. so it looks like my inn is at capacity, and I'm going to start building stuff for them to do, since it's a little boring without having anything to do. My favorite first thing to do is to build a fire pit. So it looks like there's a little bug when I go into decorating mode that they just snap to their location. But that's okay. And what's a fire pit without fire, though? So let me light that up. You can see when I lit the fire pit that all the decorations around it got a little boost in comfort. So there's some strategy to how you place items, and the fire for instance is an area of effect. So if I put anything around it, it'll just get more comfortable from the fire. So there you can see I got a cooking recipe. There is cooking in the game. There is farming in the game, but right now it's optional. So I'm going to head into town. I'm going to actually respond to that letter I got in the beginning. Ignore the lame writing. It's all kind of placeholder. All right, so he's gonna set me off, and wants me to introduce myself to all the local NPCs. Here you can see some guests coming and visiting town. When I entered town, I discovered this hotspot here, which was Town Square. If I open up a map, my temporary map here, so you're in, it doesn't have any hotspots in it, but town looks like it has Town Square and another hotspot that I haven't discovered yet. So when you discover these hotspots, it allows your guests to kind of go out on their own and visit them, and sometimes it'll bring you back something, which is nice. All right, so Eugene, the head of the town council, he's also here to level up your inn. I don't have any points because I haven't even played a full day yet, but when guests leave, you get experience, and when you level up, you get points where you can upgrade your advertising reach. You can add more guest rooms. You can have the ability to build a kitchen. You can purchase licenses to serve food and have a second floor. Right now, obviously, I already did all those things because I just have them unlocked for debug mode. So Carlos, I'm gonna skip through his text. I'll just explain that he basically teaches you how to build, and he gives you your starting amount of foundation and walls and doors. So kind of gets you going building your first structure. So right now the guests, they only have a fire pit to sit at. I'm going to build some more things for them to do. I'll put a hot tub down, and I'm going to want to feed them. So I need a buffet table, some tables and chairs. Obviously right now, yeah, like I said earlier, all the crafting recipes are basically free. Once I start working on the economy, that'll all change. Excuse the obnoxious sound effects where you discover something for the first time. So I'm gonna put some food out so when they wake up they have something to eat. So you can see when you put stuff on the buffet table, it shows up, and there's an inventory here as well, where the guests know they can come eat off the buffet table. So now we get a summary of who's here and when they're leaving. It looks like Murphy is checking out tomorrow, so I'll get a little roundup of his experience and a review and a star rating. It looks like he had a good time. And then you get some money and some experience. So these are all things that that the guests found when they went on their little day trips. And here's what Carlos sent me. This basically sets you up with some items so you can start building. I obviously didn't need it because I already had the recipes unlocked, but for the final game, you're going to basically just be limited to these items. I'm going to speed time up a little bit so that they wake up. So I know someone checked out, so I'm going to have to find the vacant room. Oh, he's still sleeping. That's funny. He hasn't woken up yet, so he hasn't left. So in the meantime, I can make the beds. All right, now that he's checked out. So I checked this guy in before making the bed, and it's not clear yet, but they don't appreciate it when you check them into a dirty room. Looks like someone's upstairs eating. And then they jumped off the roof, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But I'm gonna have to restock the table as well. Maybe I'll add another chair. So another thing you can do for guests is you can build bookshelves and supply them with books and board games. I need a couch as well. So over here I have a novel and a board game for them to play. So I'm going to put this upstairs in this common area and provide a little nook to do some reading. Now I can put these things on the bookshelf. You can see they show up in the bookshelf. So the interesting thing about board games is she's going to go sit at the table and start playing a board game, and if anyone around is interested, they might join her. Oh, it looks like this guy's stuck. All right. I'm going to have to move that for him. So their rooms are a little boring right now. So I'm going to give them some decorations. And I just put some vases on the end tables, but in order for vases to do anything, you have to put some flowers in them. And you can see when you put flowers in vases, it also is a little area of effect to everything around it. As you can see, also, there's some pathfinding issues, which will get sorted out eventually. So that's a pretty good taste of what I have so far. There's also cooking and farming, like I said, and you can open up a restaurant You can sell items that you make. So I plan on, you saw I created some vases earlier from the crafting table, but I will eventually have different kinds of crafting spaces. So you'll need like a pottery wheel and a kiln in order to create vases, and you can sell them instead of just decorating with them. I'll show you really quick how selling works. Right now I can put out display cases. I'm just going to throw it here for now, and let's say I made these fireplaces and I want to sell these fireplaces, so you can kind of put them on the table, and if anyone's interested in fireplaces, they'll come and buy it. And I guess maybe I'll show real quick about cooking. So grab a stove here and cook, and stoves can only be put in kitchens, so I need to find a place to put a kitchen. Looks like I can kind of carve out a space here. So now that I have a stove, I can put ingredients in here and cook things. I don't have any ingredients that will actually make anything. But if I come down here and I grab, let's see, I can grab an egg, and I think that's it for now. And if I put an egg in the pan, you can see it starts to cook. And when I hit this button, now it made a plate of fried eggs. And then I can go serve it. All right, I'm going to stop it here. And thank you very much for making it this far. I know it was a very long video. Please give me feedback if you'd like. I hope you enjoyed some of it. And go crazy, be harsh. I could take it. I got thick skin. All right, thanks again for watching.